Okay, next step in the process is, let's say that you've written an offer on a rental property. It's a house, you have buyers that want to buy this house, and currently there are tenants in the home. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to review that lease agreement. You want to find out from the listing agent, are they on a lease agreement? And if they are in a lease agreement, which typically is 1 year, when does that lease agreement terminate? Because that will have a big influence on your buyer's ability to close and be able to move into the property. A lender is going to require that a buyer occupy the property within 60 days of closing. So you got to look at the calendar and figure out when that lease terminates, and if it's within the time frame for them to be able to move into the house. You also look at the buyer's schedule and their situation. Does that time frame work with their calendar as well? The last piece is, what you're going to want to do is you want to add an addendum to the purchase and sale agreement, which is called the Lease Review Addendum. And that gives you the opportunity to receive copies of the lease, the current lease with the tenants. And your buyer can review that, see if there's a problem that they might have either inheriting that lease or when that lease terminates. It's either going to be a lease that's in place, or they're just renting month to month. In the month to month scenario, it's fairly easy to have the tenant move out of the house. However, in the city of Bellingham, it does require 60 days notice. All these things can be negotiated with tenants. Sometimes tenants can be convinced to leave early. You can do a tenant buyout agreement where you pay the seller typically would pay the tenant money to move out early. So all these things are negotiable. What I want to bring to mind right here is the fact that if there are tenants in the property, is it a lease? Are they month to month? When does that lease terminate? Please include the tenant or the lease review addendum so you can get copies of that when you write the offer. All right, good luck. Get those tenants out of there and your people in.